Hey there, everyone. How are you? It's Cassandra from cassandratyndall.com. It's been a while since I've given you a video here on YouTube. I've been a busy little bee, but I'm here to discuss the solar eclipse in Taurus that's coming up over the weekend. I had a pile of questions come in via my regular Wednesday questions that I ask over at Instagram, and plenty of eclipse questions came in. So this video, I'm going to be talking all about that, and hopefully this will help you navigate some of the terrain that we are going to be experiencing over the next little bit. Before I get there, one of the reasons I've been a busy little bee is because my golden circle that most of you I'm sure are aware of is now available on an app. So I'm so excited about that. So you can listen to me talk about astrology from your phone, on a device, or online. So really thrilled to be able to share that with you. So I'm just going to take a minute and show you how you can find that. So I'll put a link in the show notes below so you can choose which plan will work for you. It will take you down to various options. I now have available monthly plans, which I didn't have prior, just from a logistical standpoint, and also the annual subscription. You go down and it will tell you what's included in the monthly installment. So there's videos that help you navigate the sky. We do monthly Q&As, which will also give you the chance to ask plenty of questions. And the new app is very interactive. So it's a private community. You can ask questions, add comments, share your experiences, and create a lovely, more private astrological community that will help you. If you're an astrology student, it will help supercharge your studies and get to develop your relationship with the moving sky. If you're someone that's an astro enthusiast and just likes to be in tune with what's going on, perfect for you. Or if you just love astrology, don't know a lot about it, this will really help you learn to work with the sky as well. So I'm super thrilled. It's a big part of my Aries ingress into the 11th house, and doing more with my Golden Circle community. So hopefully you can join me there, where my members have already been informed a month ago about this particular eclipse. So I'm going to start talking about that right now. So I'll share the screen for you and we can look at the eclipse chart. So this is set for my own location, which is Brisbane, affectionately known as Bris Vegas. It's not that much Vegas, but anyway. So Brisbane in Australia. And so we can see here that the new moon takes place at 10 degrees of Taurus. So when it comes to delineating an eclipse, firstly, there's a couple of steps. So it's a new moon, so it's going to have the new beginnings. It's going to have that sense of a seed being planted that we will hope will blossom and ripen and flower and fruit over time. It's in proximity with either the north or the south node. This particular eclipse, yes, it's the north node. It's a partial eclipse. You can see there's a 12 degrees of separation there. An eclipse has to be within 18 degrees of either the north or the south node. So it's either a full moon or a new moon on either of the nodes. This situation, we have a new moon on the north node. So yes, it's an eclipse, and that can be sometimes malefic-y in its nature, but this particular eclipse is very fecund and abundant when it comes to new possibilities or potentialities opening up. Now, we're talking Taurus, okay? So Taurus doesn't normally like to hear too much about newness, freshness, new possibilities, particularly if those are unknown or unplanned for. Now, Uranus is also in the mix. There's a 4-degree conjunction with this new moon. So no matter which way we carve up this cake, it is an eclipse that is really inviting you to break away from the past, break away with something that's stuck, stagnant, tired, or where you feel like you're in a rut. There's some inner restlessness or uncertainty. You're ready for change, but you don't know what that change will look like, how it will take shape, where it will come from. There's a leap of faith being asked here, which is something that Taurus generally isn't so sort of keen on. So depending on your own baseline for change, for excitement, for a little bit of healthy risk taking, this eclipse could be really, really exciting, or it could be a little bit daunting. But one of the reasons I wanted to make this video was to reassure you that there is a lot going for this eclipse that is not usually the case for eclipses. Not all of them are bad. Not all of them are these big, scary sky dragons. Or they are all scary sky dragons. I should probably backtrack that, but not all of them want to come up and eat you. Some of them want to perhaps, show you a new direction, show you a new way forward, like a snake shedding skin. Every eclipse is linked to the idea of a serpent, and serpents do shed skin. And so this is a real skin shedding type of eclipse. Now, sometimes when we make changes, as I said, it can be daunting, but sometimes not every Uranian type of storm comes to disrupt you. Sometimes these disruptions come to clear your path. And I think this is really what this eclipse promises us. So we've defined that it's an eclipse. It's with the North Node. It's a new moon. So very prominent about pushing forward, stepping into the portal and seeing what's there for you on the other side. Now, the next step is, what is the ruler of the eclipse doing? So we do have the ruler, which is a delectable version of Venus in Pisces, conjoined Jupiter, like 2 minutes. It doesn't get much tighter than that. And if my memory serves me correctly, this is also the exaltation degree of Venus. So she is in her best possible position on paper. So Venus in Pisces is with Jupiter, is about connection. It's about support. It's forgiveness. Maybe it's about letting go of certain ideas that have held you back or have kept you stuck or stagnant, and taking that leap of faith that while you may not know where the road will lead, you know that it's all going to be okay. So there's a little bit of trust with this aspect as well. Jupiter in Pisces, of course, is amplifying that, making things bigger. So the eclipse may also help you draw in support from someone or something else. So you might come in contact with a mentor or a teacher, or someone who has a sage piece of wisdom to help you on your way forward. Now, last week, I think it was, last week, I was watching The Red Queen on, The White Queen, The White Queen on Netflix. And in the last episode of that brief series, it's just a 10-episode series that it's based on history. So the Queen dies. But I remember drinking some wine and watching that and thinking, wow, our Queen has, the sun in Taurus. And this is often what is written astrologically in textbooks, is that solar figures will often, meet a certain undoing under an eclipse. And one of the reasons for that is that this solar figure, whether it's a queen, whether it's a king, a leader, a politician, a big celebrity, whatever, has that light temporarily blocked. And so there is this idea here that we may see some prominent figures fall. Our Prime Minister here in Australia, well, he's a Taurus, and I know some people are definitely keen for that. But, all will be revealed. We've got an election and another eclipse to come, so we will see. But I think on the personal level, there is this idea of leaning into trust, leaning into faith, leaning into the belief that there is more support out there collectively than what maybe your new Twitter feed may be revealing, or your whatever algorithms you're tapped into. For some of us, there may be big figures that will meet a certain demise under this particular season. But this eclipse, I was asked about on Instagram to describe in one word, and I said benign. As far as eclipses go, this could be really, really, blink and you miss it. This might just be an intensification of some good vibes or good feelings that you're already experiencing. It may also just offer you to adjust little things in your day-to-day life. It may not be about the big things. Of course, it's going to really tie in the Taurus part of your birth chart and the Pisces part of your birth chart. So it might be looking at your Taurus bits and going, well, where have I been stuck? Where have I been relying on comfort too much? Or where am I wanting things to have guaranteed outcomes before I make a move? And maybe looking at the Pisces house and thinking to yourself, well, what if I just let go of that idea? What if I just move into something else? What if I show myself a little bit more compassion, whether that's, in a talk, or whether that is, being kinder to yourself. So there's a lot of options there with this particular eclipse. The next eclipse on May 16 is a little spicy. So enjoy this one while you can. And I think the key theme here is newness, freshness, forgiveness, support. Be kind to yourself, maybe indulge in a little bit of fantasy or imagination. I watched Selling Sunset in just a couple of days over the weekend. So I feel like I had my eclipse moment, just indulging in a little bit of LA fantasy type of life. But whatever it means for you, I mean, the eclipses can be energetically draining. Dreams can be a lot more vivid. So you might find your dreams are a lot more illuminating, vibrant, or vivid, or even lucid than usual. So sleep disruptions are a thing, particularly with the Uranus component. You can pretty much guarantee that. And the dreams might be what keeps you up at night. I know I've had a few intense ones these past few evenings, and it's all part of the eclipse journey. So hopefully this has made you feel maybe a little bit more rest assured that this eclipse isn't quite the nasty dragon then some of them can be. And of course, a couple of weeks time, different conversation. So this is the sort of stuff that I share in the Golden Circle. If you would like to join our community, become a member, and get all of the updates of the astrology in advance, I'd love to have you on board. So get inside the circle, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And hopefully my appearances on YouTube will be a little bit more regular than they have been of late. So I'd love to hear your feedback, your comments, and what do you see shaping up for yourself under these eclipse portals that are now opened. Okay, see you later.